Hey there, welcome or welcome back to AC Cooper Writes. Today I would like to talk about goal setting. No, this is not a boring, well, maybe it's boring, you're the one to be a judge of that. But no, this isn't about setting goals, this is about a goal checkup. So you see, I've never done a mid-year review before of my writing goals, and this year I did. Every year, normally, it's the same pattern. I set my goals in January, and by the end of the month, sometimes before, depending on how hectic it is, the goals disappear, out of sight, out of mind. It's the way it is. But this year, it's been different. There's a first time for everything, they say, and apparently that's now, at least for me. Let me walk you through what my goals were. This is going to be quick, I promise. What my goals were and how I'm doing on them so far. What's working, what's flopped, all of that. Now, I'm not doing this because I'm suddenly a organized planning person. No, it's not in my nature. I'm pretty chaotic. That's my husband. Doing it because writing goals only work if you actually look at them again. So what I did this time different is I set the stakes small. Small, doable goals. Huge goals, no, I don't work so well with me. I fail. I freak myself out. That's what happens. But that was my whole philosophy this time. Going in, starting small, simple, maybe even boring. So, here's a quick recap so I don't confuse you. There were 3 goals combined with 3 actions. Every goal had an action. Has to have an action, because if you don't have an action, how are you going to get the goal, right? Right. So goal 1 was to build my backlist of stories. To accomplish that, the action was to write every day and to publish every month. My second goal was inbound marketing for my copywriting business, the client side of my work. And the action for that was to post on LinkedIn and post 5 posts or images every week on LinkedIn and comment on 3 things other people have written every day. And the third goal was to find readers and connect with writers on Substack. And to do that, the action was to write a weekly newsletter and post notes every day and 3 replies. So I kept it pretty simple. And I also, and this is the key, I believe, for me being able to get this done, what I've done is called Bujo. If you haven't heard of it, it's a bullet journal. This is abbreviation for bullet journal. It really, really helped. It's not fancy, it's simple. So, here's what happened so far. Goal 1, the backlist. The honest grade, I give myself a partial credit. The daily writing part is actually happening more consistently than ever before. But the publishing monthly part, that's the bottleneck. 3 finished stories are just sitting there unpublished. I've got to get them done. I've got to get them published. I've got covers for 2 of the 3 done. I just need to do it. So essentially, it's not the writing problem that I have, it's finishing the process problem. My other goal for inbound marketing is a complete wash. It's not good. It's an F in that. I give myself an F for that. I don't like LinkedIn, honestly. It just sits there untouched. But it needs to be dealt with. The plan isn't to quit it, it's to bite the bullet and actually show up there, which I do need to do. So, and my last goal, these are, simple goals. The newsletter and spending time on Substack. It's mostly on track. Most weekends, or most weekdays, most weeks, I would say that I have been publishing a newsletter. And that's truthful. But I need to do some more. I need to be more consistent with it. Some weeks I'll miss, but for the most part I've been hitting it. But the problem with the notes, I always can't think of anything to say. I'll respond to notes and share notes and that kind of stuff, but I feel like I'm wasting my time there and it'd be better spent off writing. Which maybe that's the case, I don't know, time will tell. So, Bujo, the bullet journal, did that work for me? Yes, definitely did. I use it every single day. It's working. If you need something to help you stay on track and focus, it's a good one to explore. So it keeps me on task and it lets me go back and see what I've done, which is encouraging because sometimes it feels like I'm not making any progress, but I really am. I just have to think about what I've done. So, but the bad thing is, or not bad, or the negative thing, or not so good thing is I'm not posting on Notes, and Notes is how you get found by other writers, or so I'm told. So I need to post notes more consistently. So that's something I gotta work on. So, and as far as the stories that I'm writing, I had planned and hoped to write a short story every week. Sometimes I regret making that promise to my readers. Nobody seems to miss me because, I mean, there's plenty of stuff out there, but I said it, so I want to do it. But the funny thing is every time I sit down to write a short story, it keeps growing into novella. Well, what's up with that? Even funnier, if you can look at it that way, is it's not even in the same genre. I'm trying to brand myself as a cozy mystery writer. Maybe some flavor of it, sci-fi, speculative, which covers a lot. But my creative brain has different plans. So, instead of fighting it, freaking out about it, I'm just gonna follow it and see where it goes. The trade-off is more genres means more marketing work later, but that's a future me problem. So, more recently, I started serializing my novella, the one I still need to publish, called A Poseidon Awakens. I've got 4 chapters so far scheduled to post, 2 a week. So maybe it earned me a new follower or subscriber because I got a subscriber. We'll see, I don't know. So, but I still am planning to publish it wide in addition to Substack. So, yeah, that's what it is. Bottom line, this is the end of, actually this is first part of July when I'm filming this. I'm a little late, but I'm about there. So I'm going to stay the course on the 3 writing goals I created. The 3 original goals, I should say. They weren't all, well, were they? They were mostly writing, I guess. So I'm not going to dump them. I'm going to stay with them and keep trying. The real struggle for me is the fact that I want to be found. I want my stories to be read. You know, I'm a writer. I want my stories to be read, but I get sidetracked with shiny objects like free webinar to learn how to do a Kickstarter or how to learn to do Amazon ads and all that stuff. It's a lot. I don't have time for that. I got to remind myself a lot that my goal is to build a backlist, because when I do have readers find me, I want them to be able to have something to read, right? Right. So I added another goal, my author website. I can see where things are starting to change with the AI influx of stories. Is getting more crowded than ever. It's always been crowded, but it's getting even more crowded. And the platforms doing their little tricks, Amazon kicking authors off for God knows what reason. So I think there's going to be a movement towards more people selling books. They'll go wide, like that's why I plan on keep going wide for all the different stores. But I'm also going to publish on my website. So I've got to clean up my website, put a store on it, all the things. So, and then also, Substack is great, and I get the email addresses of the people who subscribe there. But I'm going to use Kit. They have a really generous free program, or plan, I should say. I'm going to be using them and build up a legitimate, I can't say it, an email newsletter that I own. So that's kind of the goal. I'm still, like I said, going to post on Substack. So when I sit down and do the website, though, it's probably going to be a weekend thing when I don't have anything else to do. Well, that's imperative to do. I will do it. I'll spend time on the website because I'm notorious when I get in there, I'll realize I need to do this, that, and the other, tweak this, that, and the other, and I'll go down rabbit hole after rabbit hole and end up with no finished website. So that's something I got to go in, reminding myself of that, and just do it. So, bottom line, in the last 6 months, I've had some wins, some losses, some, I guess you could say, or stalls. I still have now. I have time to do more stories and get them out and post these videos. Hopefully encourage you guys to get off your duff. If you're sitting on your duff and not finishing your story, finish your story, because the world needs more writers. I don't care what this AI is going to look like. Everybody needs, well, the world needs your story. And you may have a story that's only one person out there needs, but they need it. You need to write it. I promise you it will. When you write a story that resonates with readers, that will make a difference, you'll be happy that you did. So it's worth the effort in my book. So let me know. Did you set goals for 2026? Have you checked in on them? How are they doing? I hope they're doing great, and I hope you are rocking those goals. Keep on writing. Don't ever give up. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.